Daniel chapter 2. In the second year of his reign, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had dreams. His mind troubled him, and he could not sleep. So he summoned the magicians, astrologers, enchanters, and sorcerers, and said to them, I had a dream. Who troubles me? And you will interpret for me. The astrologers said to Nebuchadnezzar, King, live forever. Tell his servants the dream, and we will interpret for you. Nebuchadnezzar said, This is what I have firmly decided. You will tell me the dream and the interpretation. If you do that, I will give you many gifts, honor, and a high position. But if you do not tell me, I will cut you into pieces and turn your houses in piles of rubble. So tell me the dream and interpret it for me. The astrologers answered, King, live forever. Tell his servants the dream, and we will interpret for you. Nebuchadnezzar said to them, I realize you are trying to gain time, because you saw what I decided. Tell me the dream, and I will know you are able to tell me the interpretation. The astrologers answered, What the king asks is too difficult. No man on earth is able to do that, except the gods. But the gods don't live among men. This made Nebuchadnezzar so angry and furious. Then he ordered the execution of all wise men of Babylon. So Arioch, the man in charge, called Daniel to die. And Daniel asked to Arioch, What's going on? Then Arioch answered the question. So Daniel asked time to pray, and he went into prayer with his friends Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Then at night the God of heaven revealed the mystery to Daniel, and Daniel praised the Lord, and called Arioch to speak with Nebuchadnezzar. Arioch then took Daniel and said to Nebuchadnezzar, I have found a man among the exiles from Judah, able to tell you the dream and the interpretation. So Nebuchadnezzar asked Daniel, Are you able to tell me the dream and the interpretation? Daniel answered, No man on earth is able to do that, but there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries. He showed you, king, the future. That's your dream. You saw a great and large statue, awesome in appearance. The head of the statue was made of pure gold. The chest and arms, silver. Thigh and belly, bronze. The legs, iron. The feet, partly iron and partly clay. And when you saw, a rock was cut out, but not by human hands, and struck the statue on its feet, and broke all the statue. And that statue became like chaff swept by the wind. But that rock grew up, filled all earth, and became a great mountain. That's the dream. Now the interpretation. You, king, you are the head of gold. But after you will rise another kingdom, inferior to yours, made of silver, who will rule all earth. And then a third will rule all earth. And then a fourth, strong as iron, will rule all earth. And the feet you saw partly clay and partly iron will be a divided kingdom, partly strong and partly weak, because clay don't mix with iron. In those times, the God of heaven will rise a kingdom who will rule forever, never will be destroyed. This is the stone. That's the dream. That's the interpretation. So Nebuchadnezzar fell down before Daniel and said to him, "Truly your God is the God of gods and the revealer of mysteries." Then Nebuchadnezzar gave to Daniel honor, position, many gifts. Then Daniel asked for his friends, and Nebuchadnezzar gave what Daniel asked. But Daniel remained in the king's palace. Now my interpretation. Head of gold, Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon. The silver, Medes and Persians. The bronze, Greece. The iron, Rome. The feet, well, for me, it's my interpretation, you can disagree and alright, is Rome too. Rome was strong, but weak. In my interpretation, the clay is sins, corruption, immorality. All this made a kingdom weak. This is my interpretation. And God bless you. Eu criei um curso onde eu apresento métodos para que você possa aprender inglês de maneira rápida e prática por um custo promocional de apenas R$ 29,90, onde você vai alcançar a liberdade para fazer o que você deseja.